because you can end up with a blue and black dress fucking looking like this. Now, if anybody looks at this image and they've never seen it before, and you see black and blue, leave a comment. Make sure you DM me your address because I'm going to come over your house and beat your teeth out of your face. Why are you going to do that, the Hat Man? Why do you want to come over my house, regardless of age or sex, and beat the teeth out of my face with your bare, raw knuckles? Here's why. Because you're lying.
It's that simple.
Because you're lying. And I'm about to prove it to you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for tuning into the New World Order broadcast. We are coming to you live from the end of the world. I'm your host, the Hat Man. I am joined once again in the studio by Harry, the Tax Man.
Yeah.
Hello, Harry. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm getting rambunctious for the holidays.
You have seemed to be quite low energy lately. I know you're not a big fan of the holidays. I think this is probably the third holiday season that I have spent with you. You're definitely not a fan. And it's like as soon as Halloween came around this year, I think it was kind of the same the other years too.
Yeah. Well,
As soon as Halloween comes around and it's over, your energy just kind of dumps.
well, we got two more holidays coming. We got Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
How come the holidays bum you out so much?
How come the holidays suck?
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this way. It's all false holidays, and who the hell comes around?
You're not wrong about that.
Well, who cares about the holidays? We get older.
It's all pagan holidays
Yeah.
that were co-opted by Christianity. But how come they I don't know, man. Like, I mean, it's your choice not to go hang out with anybody, right? Because you don't really like to do it.
No, people bore me.
Me too.
They're so disinterested. They have nothing interesting to say. They got nothing interesting in their life. They're a bunch of sheep. Say bye.
They certainly do bray very convincingly. Let's say that. But Harry, you get to spend the holidays with me. How can you not be excited about that?
Because you're interesting.
You get to sit around the compound and watch me get shit hammered slowly, but also certainly, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And watch me start talking about some crazy shit that makes no sense. And who could ask for more than that?
Who said you don't make any sense?
Most people.
You're always right.
That's true. Oh my God. Did you know I found a video on my Instagram feed that's the perfect song for that, and I forgot to pull it up for our podcast today.
Next time.
Yeah, definitely next time. I'm right. I'm right. I'm always right. If you disagree with me, you're wrong because I'm right. It's like a fantastic song. I got to find it. I'm going to have to play it next time. That would be good because Talking Head will be here, and I have something to speak to him about that I think I'm going to end our discussion playing that song, no matter what he thinks the outcome is. You know what I mean?
The hell with anybody. You do what you gotta do. Don't let other people tell you what to think, to do, how to walk, how to cook, where to live, how to live. Live your life the way you want.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. But see, you're saying that and it almost sounds defensive. Did something happen the last couple days where somebody was fucking with you?
No.
Because, dude, I'll go fuck them up.
Yeah, I know.
I will go fuck them up.
No, I don't. You don't have to.
Yeah, but I want to. Give me the opportunity and the pleasure to go fuck somebody up for you. Who's got your feathers ruffled, my friend?
Well, we'll find out if they ruffle my feathers, and we're gonna ask you to bring out your magic.
Ooh. Okay.
And you're gonna screw their heads up.
But who is it? What's going on?
Oh, HOA.
So what happened with that recently?
I'm waiting for their reply. They came and inspect the place.
Yeah.
I told them it was done.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want to hear shit from you.
Yeah.
I got a letter of cease and desist ready for them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have it mailed, special delivery, registered. They got to sign for it. They're not going to like it because they're dummies.
Okay.
If they get a lawyer, I'm going to love that.
So long story short, for everybody who's not up on the situation, the HOA that the compound exists within has been screwing with you for quite some time, saying that your property is untidy. Which, at the hearing that I went to with you, you said you felt like was a female word that you disliked.
A
tidy.
cunt word.
A what?
Cunt's word.
Ooh, a cunt's word. An untidy presentation of the property.
But they're the ones that breached the contract 10 years ago.
Yeah, so what happened with that? Because you got quite a history with them. You've been here for 20 years. So what happened with the breach of contract that you're talking about?
Well, they refused to rent me the clubhouse.
And what did you want to rent it out for?
Well, we want to rent it out for my tax information, and they said it was too political. So I stopped. I disassociated with them.
Right.
I don't use their lakes, their pool, their clubhouse, the picnics.
Which is true. You really don't.
No, I don't.
Not since I've known you.
There's only, 5 neighbors I bother with?
3 as far as I know.
About
4. I can think of 4, yeah.
Brian, the guy across the street, the woman with the 3 dogs.
Oh, maybe 6, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking your next door neighbor you bought the car from, the folks across the street who were very nice. I was thinking the people on the corner, but you don't talk to them. Yeah, the lady with the dogs.
I talk to them once in a while, but
then the guy who just bought the Pontiac Solstice, which is the same car I used to have. I know you talked to him, and then who's Brian?
Brian's the guy that works for the Forest Service.
Okay.
Down in the Park Service. He's on a little vacation. The government shut the government down, so he's on a involuntary vacation.
You know, the funny thing about that whole government shutdown thing is I saw a meme. It says, as long as they're still taking taxes from you, they're not really shut down. I thought that was pretty funny.
It's bullshit, and Congress is still getting paid.
Yeah.
They'll punish the regular guy, but the politicians still get paid.
Yeah. You're not going to get
it's all bullshit.
You're not going to get your EBT payments, but we're all still taking your money. Yeah. Right.
Why don't they stop taking taxes on people's pay during the shutdown? That would be a good idea.
Hey, man, I think if it's going to shut down, it ought to shut down. That's my opinion.
Do it all 100% or not.
And then people can find out how easily they can live without mommy and daddy telling them what to do and taking all their money.
Kill a nanny state.
So long story short, getting back to the HOA...
Yeah.
You got quite a history with them, and you ended up, rather than, trying to make your property tidy, which really is kind of a cunty word. I'm going to have to agree with you. You decided to spend a couple weeks building a fence so that they absolutely have no clear view of the property whatsoever.
I put a fence up.
Yeah, so you spent like $1,000 and 2 weeks of your time putting a fence up, just like kind of like a big fuck you to them.
Right.
Yeah. So did they inspect your property since the fence went up? Is that what's got you bothered?
They did.
Okay, and what happened with that?
I pointed out, go check your pictures, look at the front of the house, that's been removed and that's been removed. That's my firewood, that's my boat. Don't look over there, you can't see there, the fence is up. Don't look at my spotlights, okay, they'll blind you.
Right.
I said, go tell them, check your pictures, I took care of the problem, I don't want to hear from them anymore.
So, has there been a verdict?
No,
since you've spoken to them?
It takes every 30 days.
Okay.
And what kind of security you got when this guy was a 100-pound soaking wet, running around, look like an elf, and all he says, I'm just doing my job. I'm just following orders.
Right. Yeah. That's everybody says that. Yeah. Everybody needs their fucking job.
Oh,
you got to do what you're told.
Kiss my ass. And like I said, if they want to continue this, then we're gonna turn the heat up.
How are we gonna turn the heat up?
Well, first of all, I put the fence up without a permit.
Yeah, I know you did.
I said, fuck you.
I know you did.
And I was nice to him. I said, you get your money this time, but no more. So now when they get a letter of cease and desist, they have to give it to a lawyer.
Right.
Because they're dummies.
Right.
Now, only imbeciles hire lawyers.
I calmly and with much etiquette will disagree with you, but go ahead.
But remember when we did the monster thing? People are monsters according to the law.
Yeah, well, at least in the 1920s. Yeah,
right. Well, the same thing.
Not really.
So they leave me alone, I'll leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
But what the hell? It's just everybody aggravates me. So what the shit? I care.
You yeah, I got to remember to be careful for the next few months. I don't want to be one of those people that aggravate you.
No, you're fine.
You sure?
Don't need the stupid people bother me.
All right. Well, I can get pretty stupid when I have a few too many.
No, that's all right.
All right.
You're a lot of fun to keep around.
I appreciate that, buddy. You too.
I love you, dude. I'm the one that's boring.
Nah. What? How the fuck are you boring, Hunter S. Thompson, back from the grave? What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Pulling dynamite out?
Hey, Doc. Am I all right?
You're definitely not boring. I don't think I'd be doing a podcast with you if you were boring. You know. Yeah. So, no, you're definitely not
we got a few supplies.
You invented a Jewish doctor that is currently standing in back of you, and he is made out of a sex doll. Yeah. Okay, so you're like Dr. Frankenstein. How they wrote a book about you. How the fuck are you boring?
Well, I just happen to do things different.
Yeah, you do.
I got a few different other ideas I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, what's that?
Well, I like to burn this.
Oh, well, let's leave that till the end.
Grant took Richmond and they burned Savannah.
Yeah.
I want to burn this.
Yeah.
You see this, America? This is a counterfeit dollar bill according to the Constitution. Now, can I burn it?
Now, when you say it's counterfeit, it is currency, but you're saying according to the Constitution.
Yeah, Article 1, Section 8 and 10, money has to be legal $10, gold and silver.
Yeah.
Federal Reserve notes are fiat notes.
Exactly. They are fiat. 100%. Since Nixon, they are 100% fiat.
They're debt notes.
Correct.
And you're like, what? Let's burn this sucker, as a form of protest. If we're allowed to burn the American flag, and the Supreme Court says it's a freedom of speech, this is going to be my freedom of speech.
You know, we were looking into that the other day. It is appropriate to burn the flag in protest. Not only, well, some would say inappropriate in protest, but it is certainly legal. We looked it up. And I'm pretty sure that's protected by federal law. And it is also, under federal law, one of the few methods of proper disposal for a flag that is no longer in condition to be displayed, appropriate to dispose of by burning. However, it is illegal not only to deface Federal Reserve currency, but it is also illegal to burn it. So you can burn the flag in protest or for basically no reason other than you want to get a new one. But you cannot burn currency. It's illegal. It's a federal crime, Harry.
It's an oxymoron. At least the flag meant something. Money is a chain of slavery.
It's actually a federal crime to deface or burn currency. A federal crime, according to Alexa, that hasn't been that great lately. But you know, I'll trust her on that.
We don't have a country. This is called the United States American Corporation. It's not a country. It's a corporation from 1871.
Dude, what's that movie that we were watching the other night with Brad Pitt where he plays the hitman? Killing Them Softly.
Yeah.
Killing Them Softly. Fucking great movie, man. I've never seen it before. Have you seen it before?
No, but he told the truth in the end.
Last line of the movie.
Oh, that you.
So Obama, it's during the Obama administration. Obama's giving a speech and he's talking about unity and shit like that. And every line that's about to come out of Obama's mouth on the TV, the hitman's meeting with the gangster after he did all the hits, right? And they're in a bar. Obama's on the TV, all right? Sometimes I'm not a good storyteller. So that's the scene, all right? And he's going to get paid. And he's predicting every line that Obama's going to say. And I know that it was like, you know, obviously it was shot after the fact, after Obama said these things. So you know Obama was going to say it. But here's the thing. When you hear him predict the next line, you're like, oh, yeah, that's fucking obvious. Obviously, that's what he's going to say. And then the gangster slips him some money. Obama's talking about unity and we're one country and we're a community and all that bullshit. You do that again? I missed it. Do it again? Yeah, exactly. And the guy hands him an envelope and he goes, I got to take a piss. Brad Pitt's character, the hitman. And the guy goes, aren't you going to count it? He goes, I got to take a piss. Walks into the bathroom. Comes out a minute later.
It's short.
There's only 30,000 in here. So they're arguing over that. And then Obama on the TV says something else about unity.
Yeah.
And the guy looks at him and goes, you know, in this business, it's all about who you know. Maybe you should take a lesson from him. And he points at the TV where Obama's making the speech.
Right.
Brad Pitt's character leans over the bar and he goes, fuck you. This isn't a country. This is a business. This hasn't been a country in a long time. Now fucking pay me.
Yeah. That is the truth, people. Look under the Act of 1871 when we got sold into economic slavery and we became a corporation. And they rewrote the Constitution as a commerce constitution.
Under UCC code, yeah.
Yeah, under the Uniform Commercial Code.
Yeah.
And if you want that information, just go check our videos. We will tell you about your birth certificate.
I'll tell you what, if anybody wants more information on that, leave a comment, and I'll grab a few websites from Harry that I think are interesting, and I'll pop them in your DMs. Leave a comment. I'll pop it in your DMs. We'll start doing that shit. Why not?
Yeah, well, do you remember when JFK during the Cuban crisis and they banned...
No, I was in another body. I do not remember.
Okay, you were in a different world. But JFK was smoking Cuban cigars.
How old do you think I look, motherfucker?
You're older than I am, but
I think I don't look that old.
You look better. I just look ugly and old. But
Do you remember when George Washington was going across No, Harry, actually, I don't.
No.
I was on the planet Xenu looking for a human host to inculcate my demonic essence into.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good.
But he's smoking a cigar, and he says, I'm burning the Cuban economy up, smoking a Cuban cigar. But you can't go buy a Cuban cigar, but they can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been banned for like 40, 50 years.
It's such a double standard in this country, dude. And to be quite honest, two great quotes. I don't know who said the first one, but the quote is, the only crime in America is poverty. I mean, let's think about all these jack-offs that ruined the economy in 2008 that nothing happened to. Let's think about Enron. Nobody went to jail. Great quote. The only crime in America is poverty. And the other quote I wanted to say by Anton LaVey, the United States basically exists as the flea market for the Western world. That's what it is. Yeah. It's a fucking business.
Yeah. And I think the mob's more affected than they are.
What do you mean affected?
Well, you screw up with the mob, you know what the price is.
Oh, you mean effective.
Yeah.
Effective. I got you. Okay.
Very effective.
Yeah.
I mean, you mess up with the mob, that's it.
Yeah.
But you mess up with the government, they got these fucking son of a bitchin' lawyers that are making all kinds of degrees. Well, this is the first degree. This is the third degree. Well, we'll tone down the charges. You plead out to that. Mm-hmm. It's a business.
Yeah.
And the lawyers belong to England anyway, under the Bar Association.
I will neither confirm nor deny this. This is something else I might have to respectfully disagree with you on. I've seen a lot, but see, here, I'm not sure on that. I've seen a lot of convincing information to what you're saying, and I've seen a lot of convincing information to the contrary.
Right.
Now, the interesting thing is, anytime I look up, and this is with a minimal amount of research, anytime I look up opinions to the contrary, that the bar does not stand for British accredited registry, and anybody who passes the bar exam and becomes a lawyer with Esquire and all that is actually working for a foreign government, the UK. Anytime I try to look up information to the contrary, the attitude for people who post that information is just so that they post, no, that's not true. And that's it. They do not. And I understand that if you're going to make a claim that's unpopular, generally speaking, the burden of evidence falls upon you. It can't fall upon the person who's attempting to falsify it. That wouldn't make sense. It's unscientific. It's like saying, yeah, but you're going to hell because of God. And then I say, what God? And you say, God exists. And I say, prove it. And then you say, prove he doesn't. No. That's not the way this works. If you're going to make a statement,
bring proof.
You have to have proof of the statement. Okay, you are bringing something into existence. So the burden of proof falls upon you, not the person who's saying no. It's like saying the moon's made of cheese. And then I say, no, it isn't. And then you say, well, prove that it's not. How am I going to prove that to you? I'm not going to fly to the moon. I don't have the money.
We got stupid people. They believe in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, they do.
They believe in.
They believe in Mickey Mouse and Walt
They
Disney.
believe St. Patty chased all the snakes out of Ireland.
He didn't?
No, there was never snakes in Ireland.
What?
Yeah. So
why am I getting drunk every year, Harry?
Because you like your beer?
I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that.
That's how you like your beer.
I'm okay with that.
I don't believe in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, St. Patty's Day, Easter. By the way, people, if anybody thinks rabbits shit eggs, you got another thing coming. They do live birth.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good when you cook them in the pan.
I agree. Although I haven't had it, it smells delicious. So why did we bring up the bar? We kind of lost our train of thought. Why did we bring up the bar association?
Because
where were we going?
The next step, if the HOA is going to continue this fight, that's where they're going to end up.
It's not where we were in the conversation, though. I can't remember.
But
that's okay.
Listen, what? You want to start a fight, you better be the fight 100%. You want to fight a war, do it 100%.
No, dude, everybody knows that. Everybody who knows Harry, that Harry's going to go 100%. If you fuck with Harry, he's going to go for the throat. Now, you are a very nice guy. You're a very nice guy. You're one of the most generous people I've ever met. I've said that definitely over 20 times on this podcast, and it's true. And it's not just because of all the help that you've given me and all the support that you've given me while I'm trying to rebuild my life after this fucking COVID bullshit, but it's also the way that I see you treat other people. You're an incredibly friendly, generous person. It's just who you are in your heart. And, but anybody that fucks with you, the gloves come off almost immediately.
Yeah. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, dude. I think that's the fucking way to be, man. It's like Jordan Peterson says, be a monster.
Yep.
Be a fucking monster. You gotta learn. You got your demons. You gotta learn when to take them off the leash. That's what they're there for, motherfucker.
Open up the cage. Let them out.
Let them out. Let them get some exercise.
Yeah, let the true nature come out. Everybody's got a demon. But I got mine controlled because I'm a little older. But when I was young, everything flew.
Yeah.
That's why I was such a happy guy. When I married my wife and her relatives, thought I was a little off the wall. But
were they right or wrong?
What?
Were they right or wrong?
They were right.
Yeah, exactly. They pegged you.
They were absolutely right. But you know what? We learned that at an early age. If you don't fight for what you are, then you're not worth your soul.
You got to fight for
and
who you are.
The only difference between me and you, I got 40 years on you.
Is there a difference between me and you?
Yes, there is.
Oh, okay.
There is a little bit of difference.
Explain it. Explain it to me, Lucy.
You lived through the COVID that destroyed what on your part.
Everything I built.
Okay. I lived during that period from the 60s to all the way up to 9/11. So I kind of lived the part.
Yeah, I was here. I was here in 9/11.
What?
I was here in 9/11.
Yeah, but
I was 21.
Right, yeah. But you were more of a victim than I was.
I think
because I was in the foxholes fighting them from the get-go, and from the 60s up, I was learning how wrong they were, and it took me a long time to learn how to fight back. All right, but all the shit fell on you during the COVID.
I think it just took you a long time to figure out you were getting fucked.
Yeah.
I was born with the attitude that these people are probably fucking me.
Yeah. But I could identify the people that were doing it.
I just assumed from the get. I was like, this person's being really nice. How are they fucking me?
Yeah, well, That's why I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah.
Like I said, we know what the truth is, and that's why.
I'll never claim that.
I got a good thing for
If
you.
we want to know the truth, we have to ask one of two people. There's only two people in my life that I know of that say that they know the absolute truth. Talking Head number 6 and the Great White Huntress.
Oh.
So if we want to know the truth, Harry, we have to ask one of them. We can't rely on our own research and intelligence. It's not safe because we will fall victim to misinformation.
Yes.
We have to ask one of them.
Oh yeah, one of the bright people.
So maybe during the podcast, I'll try to keep a list of questions about truth, because Talking Head will be on with us next podcast, and we can ask him. And his word is gospel, so he knows the truth. We can just ask him.
Why not? He's a daddy figure.
So, okay, here's where I wanted to start today. We're definitely going to get into the whole money thing and how that's bullshit. But, so what we're going to do today is I got a bunch of Insta posts or tweety twats. I forget what they're called. But last podcast, we were talking about this motherfucker. The dress.
Right, like the dress.
The dress. Right. And I don't want to switch cameras before I'm back here because it will fuck me up. Yeah, I'm learning lessons about how OBS works, so trying to get better at it. So we were having this whole debate, and I was like, you know what? I think it'll be fun to bring it up on this podcast because he's not here, and frankly, I want to have the final say.
Yeah.
And I think that is appropriate. And if he tries to bring it up on the next podcast, I'll just go ahead and say, hey, listen, man, it's old hat. We did it for 2 podcasts. You just weren't here for the last one.
Yeah.
We need to move on. But the last podcast, a lot of the time was spent discussing this big internet meme controversy, the dress. So apparently, roughly half the population looks at this picture and sees a black and blue dress. And apparently the other half of the population sees a white and gold dress. Okay. Now for all my N-words out there that without the hard R, that are looking at this picture and they're going, dude, that's obviously white and gold. What the fuck? Half the population saw that as blue and black. I want to thank you because I think we're in a slight majority. I think, if I remember correctly from my experience originally when this came out. But we had a whole argument about this because roughly half the population saw it as blue and black. And then everybody who saw it as white and gold was like, nah, you're lying. You knew that it was blue and black, blah, blah, blah. And now you're saying that you see it that way to make yourself look smarter or more honest or something. So we spent a lot of time talking about that. So I want to make a very concise argument right now. So here's what happened. We were discussing this. I don't remember how it came up on the last podcast, but Talking Head can get very
belittling.
He can be belittling. He doesn't take being belittled very well. He doesn't like having his integrity called into question. Whether that lack of integrity may come from
egotistical,
egoism, seen or unseen, conscious or unconscious. Okay. So I said I would like to perform an experiment and use the eyedropper tool in Photoshop.
Yep.
And that's exactly what we did just before we started this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And I made one very specific point to his point. Now, Talking Head's point was framed as such. Well, I had the most unique experience of all. My experience was I opened up the article, and the first picture that I saw, I looked at the dress and I said, well, that's obviously white and gold. And then I read the article in which they explained that, no, you're misseeing it, and it's actually black and blue. And then they showed the same picture again at the end of the article, and holy moly, I saw it as black and blue. And I said, wait a second, because I have a lot of integrity. I said, wait a second, wait a motherfucking second. And I scrolled back to the first image. Maybe they switched the image on me, Harry. Maybe they switched the image on me. So I scrolled back up to the first image. And goddamn it, it looked black and blue. And I said, well, wait. Maybe there's something in the HTML code that once you scroll past it, it changes the first image. This is where my mind was going, because my integrity is very important, Harry. My integrity is very important. I viewed the source code of that HTML, and there was nothing within there to take the href out and swap it. So I know that the image had to be original. I cleaned out my cache, tried again. Original image. I opened up a new browser. I still saw it as black and blue. And my response was, so motherfucker, you saw this image and you said white and gold, and then somebody explained to you, no, it's not, and you said, holy shit, now I see it completely differently.
Yeah.
And that doesn't raise any red flags? And maybe I came across too strong. If you're going to see something one way, and then somebody says, no, it's not that way, and then you see it a completely different way, I think that's a fucking red flag.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're a photographer, you do artwork, and you deal with colors. And you could scientifically prove that it was white and gold. You take the pigment and you keep breaking it down.
I'm about to do that, Harry, but go ahead.
And you put it under a microscope and it's gold and white. Now, if this article said to your brother it's black and blue, that means they got into his head.
That was my point. Yes. Harry, don't you, if you had that experience, wouldn't you sit down and say, oh, fuck, that's not good. My perception of reality can be immediately shaped by what somebody else tells me.
Right. Or a group says. And I can't go against the group. I want to be popular.
And we brought up that experiment. There was an experiment where they had a classroom full of 19 and I'm going to get the details are a little fuzzy. But basically the experiment was this. 19 actors, one person who's being experimented on, and then a professor at the head of the room. A figure of authority. Okay? And the figure of authority holds up a red pen. And he says, what color is this pen? And he goes one by one through all the actors, holding up a red pen, and everybody says, blue. Pen's blue. Pen's blue. over 90% of the times when they get to the person who's not an actor that they're actually running the experiment on, the person will say blue. Now, I want to know, do they actually start to see the red pen as blue the more they hear the word blue? Or are they just trying to fit in because they don't give a fuck? But in Talking Heads' case, apparently, it was definitely the former. He read an article, and now he sees white and gold as blue and black. So he would be in the former camp. He's actually seeing it differently, unless he's fucking lying, because he's been convinced that he should.
It's called conformity. I don't want to upset the apple cart. Okay, I don't want the conflict.
I'm going to be honest with you. With him, I don't think that's what it is. If he's telling me the truth, and I have no reason to believe that he's not. He's usually pretty honest with shit like that, because he finds the way that his brain works. He finds it interesting. He's self-reflective, just like me. I try to investigate my own brain to the best of my ability all the time. I don't think that it's about upsetting the apple cart consciously. But what I think that it is he has somebody on good authority telling him he's seeing it wrong, and he fucking hates to be wrong.
Right.
So his brain is actually going to alter his perception so that he is in the correct camp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll sell him the Brooklyn Bridge with the toll gate. I own it. You believe that?
Sure, why not?
No, I'm not. I built it with the guy. I own the bridge. Yeah, right.
So we were talking, and I was like, dude, I think that's dangerous. I think I upset him. I insulted him a little bit. Sometimes that happens. We're all people. What are you going to do? Wasn't not my intention. I was just like, dude, red flag. If that happened to me, I would take a closer look at myself and how I process information. That's all. And how powerful my belief structure is. I say, healthiest way to go is just my recommendation, believe in nothing. If you tell me the moon is made of cheese, I'll say, I'm about 90% sure that you're right.
I'm going to say, what kind of cheese?
Does it taste good? Is it worth going there? But I'm going to say that if you tell me the moon is made of cheese, I'm going to say I'm 90% certain that you're wrong. But Harry, I've never been there. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
You got to go on with Elon Musk. You got to go on his rocket ship.
Dude, he hasn't even gone into space yet. Fuck that guy. Yeah. He's like, what I want to do, okay, is I'm going to blast all of you off into Mars. Once it becomes livable and safe, I will take myself and perhaps a small percentage, say 35 of my children, with me for a small visit. Dude, he's not going to be one of the heroes that like.
I got a great experiment for everybody. Now, this is very simple. I could prove. When you send mail out to any government agency, this I'm going to tell you. If you send it with the green card registered mail, you will get it back unsigned.
Okay.
Now the question is, why? You just put this on your envelope.
Oh, yeah. You proved this, yeah. Anytime you send a letter to a government agency, and why don't you read it to everybody? I don't know if they can read it.
Signed under UCC Code 13081A. Reserve all my rights under the U.S. Constitution and Bill of Rights.
Yeah, if you have that under...
put that on the mail.
If you have that on the outside of the envelope, they'll return it to you unsigned, even if you have a registered mail card.
Touch it.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You're breaking the contract with them under this law.
Yeah.
And they cannot disprove it.
Dude, it's pretty interesting. Like, I've seen you do that consistently.
Well, that's one of the, I wouldn't call it a trick, but that's one of the facts that we have in this country. You could break a contract with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I could give a good lesson on the UCC code on that.
Okay.
But
we were talking about a visual illusion.
Well, we're talking about what people believe.
Well, we're talking about, yes, and how what they believe influences what they perceive.
Right.
Right.
I'm from Missouri. You got to prove it to me. Okay? If you, I take Black's Law Dictionary into court with me, and I read the law to the judge, and the judge don't say nothing to me. Know
Right.
why? I got their rules right in front of me, and then I'm a pain in the ass to them.
Yeah.
And I do this all the time. Do I win all the time? No. Know why? Because it's a conspiracy against the people themselves. And people, they hire lawyers, and they don't know anything about their rights.
Oh, you and me, I'm 100% with you on that. Yeah. People are lethargic. Frankly, most people are far too lazy just trying to eke out a living that they don't have time to research any of this.
And they're not willing to pay the price for their freedom.
Right.
So we do what we got to do.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. So anyway, Talking Head and I were we were saying it would be an interesting experiment to bring up this image in Photoshop, because, you know, along the lines of the red pen, blue pen, and then he reads an article and all of a sudden he sees the image differently. I was like, oh, that's not good. I was like, yeah, but because he's like, well, now I can see the truth. And I say, yeah, but all images are lies. And then he took offense to that. And I tried to explain. It's like, here's what I mean when I say that. Duchamp made a very realistic, decent painting of a pipe. The title of the painting was, "This is not a pipe." Because, Harry, it is not a pipe. It is a painting of a pipe. And that's what I mean when I say all images are falsehoods. They are representations. Okay? So this image is not a dress. It's an image of a dress. Now, are we expected to see the true color of the dress from the image? Actually, there's a shit fuck ton of technology that you are supposed to use on your monitor to make sure that you're getting true colors from visual images. And it's very expensive. Maybe not nowadays with AI. I've been out of the game for a while. But it's very expensive if you want true color. And that's why I always paid, when I was working as a photographer, I always paid an extra whatever it is to have every image color balanced in a lab. So I didn't have to buy the software to do that myself. I saved myself time, and I spent a tiny bit of extra money. Because you can end up with a blue and black dress fucking looking like this. Now, if anybody looks at this image and they've never seen it before, and you see black and blue, leave a comment. Make sure you DM me your address, because I'm going to come over your house and beat your teeth out of your face. Why are you going to do that, the Hat Man? Why do you want to come over my house, regardless of age or sex, and beat the teeth out of my face with your bare, raw knuckles? Here's why. Because you're lying.
It's that simple.
Because you're lying. And I'm about to prove it to you. Maybe. There's a small chance that people are seeing this as blue and black. It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I need a specialist in visual illusions to explain this to me. You know, but I kind of understand why when you have certain visual... I've made a painting of visual illusions. I said, that's amazing. I want to see if I can do that with paint. And guess what, motherfucker? I accomplished it. I have a pretty good head for this. This has been my focus and my obsession since I was 6! 6! Talking head! Okay. Is everybody ready for me to prove it to you? Here we go. So, I took highlight here in the image. The shiniest gold part. And I took shadow here. Probably right here, I think. The darkest gold part. And then I took highlight here. The shiniest white part. And then I took shadow here. The darkest white part. You guys want to see what the fucking color spectrum looks like? Without context. Everything in visual illusions is context. Now, if I took a photo and I fucked with the color balance so that Harry's face was obviously blue and he obviously looked like a Smurf, and you look at that picture and you see him looking like this, you're not seeing reality. I don't care what color he actually is. I painted him blue. That's the way you should see it. Now, here's another thing, motherfuckers. I gotta edit these fucking videos. I spend way too much time looking at my own fucking face. Hey, assholes! What colors are shadows? Harry.
My shadow is black.
That's what most people would say. Harry, what color are clouds?
The clouds are white.
What color is snow?
White.
Okay. Now, you see, motherfuckers, look. You see the shadow under the brim of my hat. I got stage lights on. Tell me what color the shadow under my hat is. What color is it casting right here above my ear? Now, you can't see it. It's going to be in the camera. Harry, you're not going to be able to see it. Maybe you can, but I don't think so. What color is the shadow just above my ear? What color is my skin? If you said anything but blue, you are not seeing reality. I trained myself for 20 years to be able to paint photorealistically. I have been a professional photographer for 24 years of my life. Until recently. For 22 years of my life. That was the primary way I made a living. I had my own business from 2008 to 2020 as a photographer. I can paint something and people go, fuck, is that a photograph? It's happened to me many times. I'm not bragging.
Yes, you're right.
And then most people will, right after they say that, because of the terrible state of the art scene in this country, they'll say, God, that's a photograph, right? No, I painted it. That's a physical painting. I literally painted it. It's not a photograph of a painting. This is the painting. This is the painting. Is it insulting for me to say it looks like a photograph? No, motherfucker, it isn't. That's what I was trying to do. That's exactly what I was trying to do. So, you motherfuckers, you're going to tell me that I'm not seeing reality because I look at this and I see fucking white and gold. Even though I can do that and you fucking can't. Okay? You want to see my scientific evidence? Here is the eyedropper test. You fucking cunts. Now, you're going to see different colors on your screen than I'm seeing. Who knew? Holy shit. You mean colors aren't objective? No, they're interpreted through the fucking screen and your eyes and your brain. And that's the interesting thing I'm going to get to. But look at this. Now, this I did expect to happen. I said, I bet you when I eye drop, some of the white it's going to look blue. And it does. It does. Now, why does it look white in the image? Because of context. And that's the gray bar, white bar visual illusion. We're looking at that with the dress. It's because of context. Harry, guess what color I start off with when I'm painting snow?
White.
Blue!
Oh, wait.
I start off with blue. You know why? There's more blue in your interpretation of snow than there is white. Harry, what color do you think I start off with when I'm painting clouds?
Then it has to be blue.
Gray! Silver! Because there's more silver in clouds in your mental interpretation of them, unless the sun's directly behind it, than there is white. White is used to pull out the highlight. Anytime you have any depth, it can't be white. White is an absolute. When you eyedropper this shit in Photoshop, there's a 6-digit code for every color, Harry. There's a 6-digit code. Okay? The 6-digit code for absolute black in Photoshop from a digital perspective, they're all the same. 6 zeros. When you pull white, it's a 6-digit code and all the figures are the same. For some reason, it's 6 Fs. If all the digits are the same, it's an absolute. How are you going to paint something that looks 3-dimensional with an absolute? You can't do it. You start off with your medium, your mid-range color, right? Then you put in your darker colors for the shadows. And then you put in your brighter colors for the highlights. This is fucking painting 101. You know what? Now let's go to photography. You know what your DSLR, if you have a pro-grade DSLR, does on the display? When you take a photograph and it has absolute blacks or absolute whites, the fucking screen gives you a warning. I got a Nikon D800. If I take a picture that has anything in the picture that's 6 Fs or anything in the picture that's 6 zeros, the fucking screen's blinking red. You fucked up, dumbass. That's not a good exposure. Try again. You're not supposed to have absolutes in your image. The brain doesn't see it. So when I get an image that looks like this, and I say that's white and gold, and this is the highlight. What does it look like without context? Sky blue, right? Very pale sky blue. Do you see anything different, Harry?
But that's like the polar bear. Polar bear is supposed to be white, but in reality, it's black, but the skin, the hair is hollow.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
And that is something about a polar bear that you think it's white, but it's not. They're black.
It's not. It's because the follicles aren't perfectly clear because there's no such thing. Yeah, exactly. So if you look at the top layer, this is a highlight from the white portion of the dress. The brightest spot that I could perceive with my eye. It looks like a pale sky blue. A very pale sky blue. Right?
Well,
Now, when Talking Head looks at this, he's going to see blue.
What about the spectrum that they put through a pyramid and it goes like that and it comes out?
The prism, yeah.
The prism.
You're talking about splitting white light apart,
right.
Exactly. And all light, anything that you look at, if you look at a red rose, in actuality, the rose is any color but red. Here's why. The red rose will absorb all of the colors of the light spectrum except for red. It rejects red. That's why you see red. It's the only color it's not. You see life in reverse. So if I explain that to Talking Head, I wonder if he'll start seeing the world as a negative, as a photographic negative, because now I've explained it to him. You're seeing reality in a false way. And his brain's going to go, fuck. And he's going to see reality, all of my older people out there, as a film photography negative. I wonder if that would be the case.
Well, you know about color and prisms and spectrum of light and colors and all that. But see, that's an art form, definitely.
I would say so. Shit.
Oh, Kelsey the Clown's there.
No, hang on, I fucked up. Hang on, there we go. All right. So let me get back over here. All right. Now, here is the shadow part, the darkest part of the blue part of the dress. Now, as a painter, I would expect the darkest part of the blue part of the dress to be pretty close to black. You know why? Because blue's a dark color, and it's in shadow. But what do we have here, Harry? What color is this? It's kind of a purpley gray, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's a bluish gray. Interesting. What is this telling us so far? It's so fucking overexposed, it's ridiculous. Okay, now, here's the really interesting thing for all of my viewers and Harry, because nobody's watching. Now, here is the brightest part of the gold portion of the dress, which, newsflash, is black. Okay? What does that look like to you? That, to me, looks like a fucking top. Does that look like a top, or does that look like a top?
That looks like sand color.
Exactly! The proper name for sand is top. We're seeing the same thing. I wanted to test you. Exactly. And here is the darkest part of the shadow of the part of the dress that is supposed to be black. At the bottom, what color is that, Harry?
It looks like a dark brown mustard color.
No shit. Good. Yeah, it really is a dark mustard. Yeah. Yeah, really good.
Does that look
That's the way I would describe it.
Does that gray that you got there look like the color that I painted the fence?
I don't the gray, you mean this one up here?
It looks like concrete.
This one right here?
It looks like concrete.
Yeah, you really did kind of paint the fence institutional gray.
Yeah.
You wanted to make it as ugly as possible.
Welcome to the prison of Birchwood Lake Estate.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, way to go telling everybody where we live. Now all my fans are going to come here and try to fuck me. What are you doing? I don't have enough nut batter to fuck all of them, Harry.
You got enough guns to stop them.
We do have enough bullets to stop you, but I do not have enough nut batter to fuck all of you. What does that say about our country? Anyway.
I'm not hiding.
Harry will fuck all of you. He's got plenty of nut butter. Now, now let's look at this. Have I proven my fucking point? Okay? If you look, not the dress, but if you look at that photograph of the dress, okay? The best answer you can give, and if you would say white and gold, I'd say good job. You're looking at reality because you're not looking at the dress. You're looking at an image of a dress. And in the image, looks pretty white and gold to me. Now, if you were to look at that image of the dress and you were to say to me, Hat Man, it looks kind of like pale blue and gold, I'd say, you see reality even better than I do. Good job.
Pass the bong.
But if you look at that dress and you say, Hat Man, it's black and blue, leave me a comment. DM me your address, and I will come over your house, and I will bust the teeth out of your face with my bare fucking knuckles. Because you're lying. You're fucking lying. and I've scientifically proven it. I can get you motherfuckers the color codes in Photoshop for all of those layers. You're fucking lying, assholes. Sorry, I guess it burned me up a little bit more than I thought it did. Because he really took offense.
Yeah, well, to each his own. If he wants to believe it's blue and black, go ahead.
No, fuck him. He's not allowed.
Give me my water pipe up here.
You want your water? Like, are you serious? Or you want your water pipe?
Yeah, we can't call it a bong no more because that's back in the 60s. It's a water pipe now.
All right, and we're definitely not smoking anything illegal.
No.
Okay. All right, we'll take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. No problem. I'll get it for you. Hang on. Oh, okay. Wow, you put it away. Look at you.
What color is that? Red or orange?
Yeah, what color is that, motherfuckers? What color?
Is it red or orange?
That's fucking funny. Just for purposes of any criminal investigation, this is flavored tobacco.
Yeah.
That Harry is currently indulging in over here. I kind of feel like you don't have a good connection on that thing. We should stop it up.
Oh.
I mean, it's a water bong, right? Yeah, it's not even bubbling. May I see that for a second? Let me see if I can get a...
I got it.
Let me see if I can get a better seal on that. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, you got to cover the top. See, I don't do this on a regular basis, or like ever. Yeah. Right.
Back to Saigon.
Yeah, you got to cover the top up. Ooh, yeah. I can smell that now. That's a good flavor of tobacco. I can smell that now.
Hey, the government made it legal. Now who's the drug dealer? The U.S. government.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
And when they make growing marijuana legal in Pennsylvania, my friend's got 400 acres of land. Guess what he's going to grow?
Beets.
Yeah, he's going to grow grass.
That was better.
Wow.
I should have thought of that. That was a better joke. Yeah, that makes sense. You got to cover the top. I forgot about that. It's been so... Dude, I haven't smoked out of a bong since I've been in my late 20s. That's like 1,000 years ago.
Yours is alcohol.
Oh, yeah, that's my drug of choice. Alcohol, caffeine, and tobacco. That's it.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Now, how many adults are smoking now? Hey, you adults got it all made up now.
What are you talking about?
You tell the kids, don't smoke marijuana, but now you're legal to buy it. Hypocrites!
Oh, 100%.
Hypocritical.
100%. Well, I think Louis C.K. had a good bit about that. How are you supposed to tell a teenager? Excuse me. Ugh. How are you supposed to tell your teenager not to smoke, not to do drugs, when it will literally solve every problem that they have? Doesn't make a lot of sense. You should get something to put on top of that so you don't burn your hand. You want to use this?
No.
Right.
That's for the next trick.
Next trick.
That's good. Back to Woodstock.
Harry, I fucking love you, dude.
Yeah.
So you smoke some flavored tobacco at Woodstock?
Yeah.
There.
Salvia Delorum was good when it was legal. But maybe the Aztecs want to communicate with God. Which God did they have?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, adults are kind of foolish. It's just like a father taking his son that turned 18 years old to the cat house. Get his first taste of life.
I don't think I would have had a problem with that. I didn't have the right mentality. To be honest with you, to this day, I still don't like strip clubs. I don't like them.
Yeah. No.
I see the illusion. I can't suspend disbelief.
Right.
You just want my money, fuck off. And even if they don't, so let's say like a stripper walks up to me and she's like, talking to me, and I get her a drink or whatever. That's like that is playing in my head. It's totally playing in my head. You just want my money. You just want my money. You just want my money because of the context, the context of the situation that I'm in. I literally can't enjoy a strip club. That's all I'm thinking about.
Well, what's scary is when their sons go off to the military and they come home, and your mother finds a condom in your wallet, and all of a sudden you come home and you're taking a beating from a metal broomstick.
Oh my God.
Because you find that she found a condom in your thing. You're 22 years old. What did she expect?
Dude, did this happen to you? Because
yeah.
Okay, yeah, because this is a huge generation gap right here. This does not happen anymore. Not as far as I know.
Yeah, well, she.
What year was it when you were 22? Let's
60,
try again. Let's try again.
69.
No. I know you're smoking flavored tobacco. I get it. What year were you born?
46.
Okay, so that would be 68.
So I would have to be at Woodstock in 69.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was about 69. That was a long time ago.
Meh.
Yeah. At least I don't have gray hair.
Yeah, you do. Just not on top.
A little bit.
Yeah, on the sides.
I'm going to look like Paul Walnut.
Dude, you're not one of those people that's ashamed of getting older, are you?
No, I'm not going to.
To me, it's kind of like being proud to be American. Motherfucker, you had nothing to do with it. And then being ashamed of being older is actually more hypocritical than that, because it just means you survived longer. So that's actually something to be proud of, your age, more so than where you were born, which you had nothing to do with. I'm beautiful. Yeah, you had nothing to do with that. You just have good genes. You dress well. You had everything to do with that. Good job for acquiring a sense of taste. You know what I mean? I don't judge people based on things that are happenstance. I base them based on their decisions and how well they pull off what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you get surprises. Like I didn't get this long without being careful, taking care of myself.
Yeah. I mean, you can be proud. So I would be proud of being 78. I wouldn't be proud of being an American. What the fuck did I do for that? I didn't do shit. I just kind of popped out here. Yeah.
Well, you didn't ask to come in this world.
No, I'm happy. But, dude, I'm happy to be here. I'm having fun.
You're here not by chance. You were meant to be here.
That I don't know about. That's open for debate. I don't have a strong opinion one way or the other, to be honest.
I'd like to know how many parents right now are wondering what their kids are doing.
Hey, do you remember those advertisements in the 90s?
Oh,
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Like nowadays? Nobody fucking needs that shit. They know where their kids are 24/7.
or when you were younger, when the street lights go on, you gotta go to the house and don't come home late.
Yeah, I had that rule. Street lights. My parents pulled that shit with me. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you weren't in communication with them. I mean, millennials and Gen Z have
And
no,
you had no
fucking
cell phones.
idea. Yeah, no cell phones. No fucking idea. They were like, first of all, my generation, I don't think it was this way with millennials, but my generation, soon as mom wanted to clean the house or we were making a little too much noise, get the fuck out. But mom, it's raining outside. Get the fuck out. Fuck you. But mom, it's snowing outside. Get the fuck out. Fuck you. But mom, it's sleeting outside and I'm sick. I'm home from school. Fuck you. Get the fuck out. That was, you are not so for my generation, it was not make sure you're home by the time the street lights come on. It was, I don't want to see your fucking face until the street lights come on. Now, when we lived in a bad neighborhood, when I was younger, they wouldn't let us out. So I'm going to grant them that. But once we were in a nice neighborhood, they were like, fuck you, get out, and I don't want to see you until it's dinner time. But mom and dad, how do I know that? I didn't have a watch. You don't have a phone. Where do I know? When the street lights come on. But what if it's cold? I hate cold food. You can warm it up. I don't know how. Figure it out. What if I burn myself? Then you'll learn better.
Yeah. Well, do you believe parents should make their kids do chores around the house?
Yeah, unless you got a maid or something. Sure.
Any parent that fails to teach their children to do chores, you're going to end up with very dependent children.
I think let me put it this way. If you're wealthy enough to have a maid. And see, here's where I'm coming from with that. The best people that I've ever met are all rich. And the worst people that I've ever met are fundamentally religious, which I'm sure but that's been my experience. I'm sure that'll go against the grain of what most people expect to hear or expect to experience. I'm just telling you my experience, dude. And when I was working for like the top 5% at this one photography studio that I worked at, I mean, these people had some fucking money. And whenever I met a super wealthy family, their kids were the best behaved. They were the most polite. They had highly intelligent. And you could argue that that's genetic, whatever. You have to be smart to make a lot of money. So you're going to have smart kids. Okay, yeah, maybe. That totally makes sense. But the vibe, I didn't ask because it's rude, but the vibe that I got was most of them were from generational wealth. So I would argue probably in the other direction. The wealth made the family, not the other way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
So, I mean, if you're wealthy enough to have a maid and you got kids like that, yeah, let them have the time to explore their interests. But, because that's their reality. But if you're poor and you got kids and you don't make them do any work, you are not preparing them for that reality. If you're poor and you don't make your kids do any work or take any responsibility for anything, you're not preparing them for the reality they're born into. In the same way, I would say if you are rich and you make your kids do stupid chores just because you want to teach them responsibility, I think you're taking something away from them where they could better utilize their time to pursue their interests. Does that make sense? I think it depends on what environment you're being born into.
Yeah,
And we all want to say we're born into the same environment, but we're not, because economics plays such a crucial role.
No, you lived in a bad neighborhood, you live in a good neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in bad neighborhoods, you learn survival quick.
Well, you learn what you have to do. So let me put it this way: if you're born in a rough neighborhood and you're like, yeah, that's going to prepare me for Wall Street. No, it's not. If you're born to some Wall Street people that got all the money in the world, and you're like, now I know how to survive in Harlem. No, you don't. You know, those are different worlds. I don't care if you can make it from one to the other in 15 minutes. They're literally different worlds.
Yeah, it takes years to get crossover.
And that's what human beings do. They learn to survive in the environment that they're born into. And a large part of that has to do with the parents that you're born to and their economic advantage or disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Yep. No. That's why we learn how to save, and some children at 40 years old, they can't save, and they're just failing left and right, and they come back home to mama with his wife and 2 kids, and they live in the basement because the economics get bad.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me give you the same question back. Oh, I'm so not used to beer. It's fucking Sunday, and I ran out of liquor, and I tried to go to the liquor store, and of course it's Sunday, the Lord's Day. Hallelujah, motherfuckers. And I couldn't buy whiskey. The only thing I could buy was fucking beer. Now I'm not even burping. I'm like throwing up in my mouth. Whatever. But I can't do a podcast sober. So let me give the same question back to you, though. I mean, you asked me, do you think that it's right for children to for parents to make their kids do chores? Yeah. I said it depends on the economics of the situation. I mean, what's your answer? Do you think that every family should make their children work?
I think children should learn some responsibility, because sooner or later they're going to be thrown off the nest, and they're going to have to go on their own, and you don't want them coming back when they're 40 or 50 years old, being helpless.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. My point is that what constitutes responsibility in one environment constitutes slavery in the other, and what constitutes responsibility in that environment generally constitutes head in the clouds daydreaming in the previous. It really does depend on what situation you're born into, don't you think?
Any individual situation, you got to do your best. If you can't do it, and you got to learn to do your best. The best teacher in the world, hard taskmaster, but you learn.
There's a great line from the band Live from their album Throwing Copper, and I forget the name of the song. But the line is, and the greatest of teachers will not hesitate to leave you there by yourself, chained to fate. And here's where that line gets really interesting. The greatest of teachers will not hesitate to leave you there by yourself, chained to fate. Who's the greatest of teachers?
To be yourself, and you learn.
Experience will not hesitate to leave you there by yourself, chained to fate. And to just pluck out that word, experience, and replace it with the greatest of teachers. It's a fucking beautiful line, man. I don't think Live got nearly as much credit as they deserve, especially Throwing Copper. That's such a tremendous album. Have you ever heard it?
No, that not my music ear.
No, I know. But you know you know some shit that's modern, like modern-ish. We watched Beetlejuice, the second one the other night, and you were like, meh, I thought the first one was better. So it's not like you're completely out of the loop.
No.
You know, you were watching TV and movies and listening to music in the 90s and 2000s at least.
Yeah, not too much.
Okay, fair enough.
I had to spend too much time on the train and going back and forth to work.
Yeah, but you retired in 2001. Yeah. Yeah, so you had a lot of free time from that point on.
I had to travel 7 hours on the train, then work 8 hours and come home.
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm talking about after that, once you retire.
Oh, when I retired, it wasn't, my retirement was kind of, I was forced into retirement.
No, I know, and I know that, and I don't want to get into
my retirement, I just felt kind of lost at times.
But you had a lot of free time, right?
Yeah, but my body was used to that clock.
Right.
Getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, catch the 5 o'clock train.
Yeah, and you're not home until 10.
To break that, it was a lot of work.
How long did it take you to just relax and like try to find some things that you enjoyed, like battling the IRS?
It wasn't. It had to take at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Because retirement ain't what's cut out to be. And anyone who's going to retire, you better get a hobby of some kind. Don't stay home in the house. Don't become a couch potato because you're going to interrupt your wife's cleaning program and she's going to say, get the hell out of the house.
Yeah, right. I think, you were saying before the way that you and I are different. I would say that's the biggest way you and I are different. I've spent my entire life trying to make the hobbies I already have, make them economically viable. And as far as a wife goes, that's not going to happen.
That didn't happen to you.
No, thank God. Talking Head would like to say, yeah, that, in any case, yeah, that's not going to happen. And he'd be like, yeah, because you're a fucking prick. All right, yeah, granted. And also I'm starting to smell. I'm getting older. God damn it. Dude. The whole day today I could smell my dick.
You gotta live whatever you got and take the experience and become a good human being.
I go to you, dude. The whole day today I could smell my dick. And then you just give me like an axiom. Yeah, here's what you gotta do. You gotta live day by day.
Live one day at a time. Become a good human being.
Wash your dick every morning in the sink if the shower's not available. I love you, dude. You're best. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? How's that tobacco? Tastes good?
Yeah.
All right.
Not overwhelming.
Okay.
I still have a lot of control over what I do.
Yeah, I can tell. Dude, you're the type of guy, if you even get like a little buzzed, you just lay back and take a nap. You know what they say about people like that? I was watching a video on Instagram. They say people like that, if they have a couple drinks and they just immediately take a nap, they get quiet, they sit back, and then in a few minutes they're asleep. Those people have a lot of self-control. And I said, yeah, that makes sense. And then I found my drunk type. If somebody's drunk and they start texting everybody they know about nonsense, that person has no emotional control. I was like, yeah, I guess. Fair enough.
Well, you control as much as you can. So if you get shit-faced and you fall asleep in the chair, enjoy your chair.
And if you start randomly texting ex-girlfriends, enjoy your texts. And enjoy the feeling of shame that comes to you the morning after, while you are not mentally or physically prepared to deal with the aftermath of what you initiated the night before. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called the shame spiral. Welcome.
Well, at least the girlfriends don't come around here, your ex-girlfriends.
Not yet. They don't know where I am.
Oh, okay.
But you keep telling them the county and the fucking community. It's only a matter of time.
That's all right.
But they're all going to be looking for my sports car, which no longer exists.
I think they'll run out of
Actually, you know what it is? None of them are looking for me, and they're happy to be rid of me.
Ooh.
I'll bet you that might be it.
That sounds good. You could leave on good terms.
That might.
You don't want to
it.
be hunted down by some women because they are very good hunters, but they want something from you.
I only had one psycho.
Oh,
I'm sure she's still trying to get in touch with me. I have her blocked. I have. She's used several numbers. I have her blocked.
well, you get financially situated first, then you go find a hobby, a two-legged hobby.
No, I don't. Dude. No, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, let's put it this way. Pornography exists and sex dolls exist. It's kind of like saying bacon exists, so why would I be vegan? Or it's like saying pre-packaged bacon exists. Why would I go fight a pig with my bare hands? So there is porn. There are sex dolls. I don't see the point at this stage. I don't see it.
Where do you get the shame of this? Oh, mate, because other people say it's bad, it's forbidden, you're too young.
I was talking about texting my ex-girlfriends when I'm drunk.
Oh,
but in my defense, I haven't done that in a long time.
No,
I haven't done it in a long time. But I have.
But
it's a common experience. I was making a joke about a common experience.
Well, here's
for people who drink.
Here's a joke. You call your ex-girlfriend, and she's going to say, guess what? You left something behind and it's 6 years old.
Yeah, I know where that's going.
And then again, your life changes. But that ain't going to happen to you.
No, I'm infertile.
Oh, did you have a vasectomy?
No, I've had so much unprotected sex because, let's be honest, having sex with a woman with a condom is kind of the same thing as picking your nose with a glove. So most of the sex I've had is unprotected, so I don't think I can have babies. So having so much unprotected sex in my life has led me to two conclusions.
You're shooting blanks.
Yes. Based upon my experience, my personal experience, I am shooting blanks. And also, AIDS is not real.
Yeah. Well, the alcohol don't help.
I don't think AIDS is real.
But like I said, if you're lucky if you don't find anything. There's some guys that they could pop kids out like getting up every morning.
And also, for anybody that's wondering, yes, I have screwed Hispanic chicks. Same thing. And we all know Hispanic chicks are hella fertile.
Yeah.
If you got a bullet in the gun, it's going to hit the target.
Depends how good your shot you are.
I don't think I got any bullets.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm shooting blanks, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
which is fantastic. I think it's great.
Well, I had a vasectomy when I was 46.
Yeah.
So that took a lot of guilt and a lot of heavy weight off getting together.
Wait a second, dude. You were guilty about getting a vasectomy when you were 46?
No, the guilt was removed and I could enjoy the fun more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. All right. So you could, okay, because you'd feel guilty or nervous about having sex with a girl when you didn't want to have a baby with her, and now the guilt's gone.
Those days are over.
Yeah, I know.
But
Never mind.
at my age, I guess I'm shooting blanks. I like to find out.
Well, if you had a vasectomy 1,000 years ago, I sure hope you are.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you need to sue the doctor. Was it that motherfucker?
No.
Was it that guy that did it?
No, it was a Jewish doctor in a women's clinic.
In a women's clinic?
Yeah.
Why is a women's clinic?
On Woodhaven Boulevard.
Why is a women's clinic selling vasectomies?
Well, because the woman wants some control, and they said, "I don't want no more children." And tell the husband, "You get a vasectomy, or shop's closed."
Okay. So she would take her husband
They forced the husbands to get the
She would
vasectomy.
take her husband to the women's clinic.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
But
Okay.
that's all right.
All right.
Some men have, 10, 12 children, and they don't care. One guy was in Harlem, and he called himself a prince, and he had something like 14 children.
Oh, I think I met that guy online. He asked me to forward him some money so that he could deposit $1 million in my account, and I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Nigeria.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I'm gonna get rich. Fuck you.
You'll get them. The only thing I know from Nigeria, they have nothing but internet cafes that are scamming you out of money.
Yeah.
Got to be careful of that. Big business.
Yeah. Well, you're giving me advice, but you're the one that got your debit card revoked from the bank, so.
Well,
I kind of feel like maybe you should be closing your mouth and opening your ears.
Well,
What do you think about that, Harry?
hope. A little bit of hope. I'm
little
still
bit of
alive.
hope for what? This obvious bullshit I'm trying to buy is a scam?
Yeah.
A little bit of hope. Maybe it's
Yeah.
not.
Well, maybe it's just a way to make money. Whatever.
That's exactly what it is. All right, man, let's wrap this up. You have anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
People, we got surprises coming up.
Do we?
Yeah, we got the holiday season coming up.
Okay.
We're going to get a special message on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Maybe Santa Claus will show up again.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
gotta do that. That was fun. We should do
But
that.
like I said, people, I hope you enjoy your holidays. Don't come around my house. I ain't going to give your kids Halloween candy. And if Santa Claus comes along, I'll shoot him out of the sky. And turkey, you know what? Come Thanksgiving, I may go after a turkey and go turkey hunting.
Well, that'll be fun. I hope you take me with you.
Are we going to burn this?
Oh, no, we didn't go through any of the things, so
Okay.
we're gonna wait for that.
We're going to wait for that.
We're gonna wait for that.
Okay, because people, they're burning your money up like crazy at $70 million, $70,000 a second.
Harry, that was a good attempt at creating context for what we planned, but we didn't get through the context.
Oh, well, next time.
Next time.
You watch me with my protest. I won't burn the flag, but I'll burn
Which is legal.
I'll burn their illegal currency.
Which is illegal.
Yeah, we're just going off. So you guys have a happy holiday. Kelsey the Clown would be back. We got the doctor back. And New Year's Eve, we're going to have the whole gang here.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun. We should have all your creations
we got
on camera. That would be interesting to even attempt to do. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah, and some of them are quite large.
Yeah.
Especially the madam.
That's an interesting idea, though. Remember you said that, because I'd like to try to do that. I really would. Remember that.
Yeah.
Because I'll forget.
As long as they don't take my absinthe.
Ooh. The only person in this house guilty of taking your absinthe
is a big mouse.
It's me. It's me. I think your bottle right now is only half full. I was broke. I didn't have any money.
Well, enjoy it.
Well,
I'll get another one.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
And remember, people, when you send your mail, put this on there if you don't want them to open up the mail and send it back to you.
It's pretty bizarre that works 100% of the time. I've seen you do it a lot. All right. That is it for today. Thank you very much once again for watching the New World Order broadcast. And just remember, we're watching you too.
Is watching. There are strangers